Holla peeps, it's your girl Cherie coming at you live with SchreeTV. Court is in session. I got baby over there on the floor processing Avon books and putting them in packets. I'm continuing to sign these. Holla. And court is in session.
Can we talk about what the difference is between a therapist and an evaluator?
Sure.
Okay. Tell me what it is.
Okay.
All right now.
Where you're evaluating someone, the purpose of your evaluation is to create a diagnosis.
They say homegirl took and put some kind of pill in her mouth yesterday, y'all. What you say? She needed a Xanax.
Obviously, you want to come up with a diagnosis and try to relate the situation that they are in.
Is that same man that was on yesterday? That poor man. I know he is hard, okay?
A report is generally written for the attorney or for the organization that requires it. And
there she is sitting there in her librarian glasses. Bitch probably don't even wear glasses.
When you say come up with a diagnosis, do you always come up with a diagnosis?
Well, yes, generally we do.
Her lawyer sucks.
And do those just range?
He's just sitting back there
How do you come up with a
waiting for his next meal. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Put my lipstick on for y'all.
It's not a simple process. There is no one test or one procedure that allows you to develop a diagnosis with 100% assurity. The fact is that it's necessary to obtain information from as many different sources as you can. So, for example, may I use this case as an example?
Sure.
Upon getting the case information, I began to formulate a hypothesis in my mind.
A hypothesis
is what scientists refer to as a process of speculation. It's not a guess. It's an idea based upon the best information that you have at the moment. And our job is to obtain as much of that information.
That reminds me of Dr. Farley.
So we begin to look at.
She asked us, "What's a hypothesis?" And I was like, "Ooh, an educated guess." She's like, "Cherie, put some more meat on that bone, some more meat on it, and not enough meat on it." You know, she was awesome.
The next step would be
Dr. Farley, if you're seeing this, I love you.
Or 2 or 3, in this case, there were 12 different interviews. And along the way,
because as an undergrad, I was going to go in the FBI. She told me that was a dumb choice. And I thank her for it. Because you know what? I probably would look 60 years old now.
Or if they didn't support my contention, it would enable me to disallow that hypothesis and create another one and see where we head in that particular case. And that is the process of conducting an evaluation.
Now we're going to pause the action right there. When we come back, we'll resume with this. And remember, this is redirect, and we expect the jury.
I love when they do that. We're going to pause for a minute. I'm pause the show.
If she keeps serving up sneezes.
Because her lawyer, he's just sitting back. Like, where's my cheeseburger? Okay, don't y'all see I'm hungry?
6 years old.
I mean, he ain't.
Introducing GMC program.
While they pause, I'm gonna lower the volume. You know what I mean? Holla. Everybody has their vernacular. They pause, we lower the volume. Right, babe? Let the peeps hear you, girl. Holla. You on SchreeTV. She's so cute. She just looked at me. You know. I need a camera over here so I can see you, how you look at me. I love you. I love you. Holla, holla. Let me get it in, girl. You better stop looking at me like that. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna come over there and get you. Fight on your thigh. Yeah.
Get started today for free.
Yeah.
If you're suffering from constipation,
right now we working.
It may take days to work. For faster relief, try Dulcolax laxative tablets. Dulcolax provides general relief overnight, unlike Miralax.
I'm getting really good at hawking up that stuff,
Try Dulcolax.
babe. But still, you know, it seems like whenever it's ready to come out, I don't have a napkin handy. And then when I do have a napkin handy, it's like a bunch of drama. I'm like, oh, hey, hey.
I can't finish the packets until these are done.
Which number?
Mark 6 and 7.
Okay.
Same hotel, same pool.
Alright. Well, I'll give you what I have here, and I'll take those marks. Okay, here's some of these.
These are,
Oh, I'll take them.
oh, these is what I'm saying.
Which one? These?
These.
Oh, okay. These marks?
And these.
Oh,
But you don't have to do them all, but if you give me some, the 7, you're in campaign 6, 7, 8, it starts tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow?
So I can still use those for 7, 8, 9.
Alright.
But I just need a few to put in these. You know
You
what I
need,
mean?
yeah. I gotcha. How about these? Do you need any more of these right now?
No.
Okay, so I can put these to the side.
Uh-huh. And these are
With
6.
regard to being an evaluator, is there
I'll
any
just take a couple
Let
and
me
then you
compare
can
that
use
to
them
the
next
therapist.
time too.
So when
And these marks you need.
what's the
At least, you know,
Like 10?
Yeah, that's fine.
Comes to the office with
Okay.
a problem. They have difficulty sleeping.
I'm making a
Or
box
maybe
for
having
next
a
time.
marital problem. Or they may be
They're back in court, y'all.
Anxiety. There are numerous kinds of clinical disorders that people go to a therapist for.
Sure.
Maybe stop a bad habit like smoking, or deal with a sexual dysfunction in their relationship. The individual reports their story. You try to get a general background. Usually a session or 2 or 3 perhaps is taken in getting background information so that you place the individual within the context of their life to try and understand why this particular problem has developed at this time. If there's a spouse or the problem involves children, you would bring in ancillary family members to gather this information. Once you've done that, you can then create a therapy treatment plan. In other words, developing a plan of attack with specific targets and a timeline as to when these targets should be developed and perhaps hopefully
You
improved.
swallowed it.
The therapy process
nothing coming
begins. Therapy
I'll
is
take some of
complex.
those marks I
There are
gave
many
you.
different
Okay.
therapeutic approaches
Save
that
them for
can be
next
used.
time.
You select the best
You just wanna
therapeutic
keep
approach
them?
for the particular client.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in here.
No,
And
the
then,
long,
as
long
the
ones.
treatment continues, you begin
Yeah.
to examine whether
Give
or
me
not
half
you
of
are
those.
actually reducing symptoms.
Well, there's a whole grip of them
That's
in
our
his
goal.
box.
Sometimes in therapy, a
There is?
psychological
Of the same
test is
one?
also given
A whole
to develop
grip.
additional information about the
Signed
client.
or not?
with a person
I think
who's in
not.
therapy versus a person who's being evaluated?
Not.
Who would see you more often?
I'll just have
Let me
to-
take some of, I'll put them back over here
The
for next
when
time.
you're
When you're
doing
doing
therapy.
when
You
you're
can
doing
just use
a
those
therapy
that
process, therapy can take
Yeah.
months. It can take a year or two.
Wow.
We tend to be limited today in the number of sessions that can be provided due to insurance
Sure.
issues.
Yeah, and
But
you sit there,
therapy
son,
may
over
take
there.
several months. I usually
I can
try
sign
to
these real
complete my
quick.
work with therapy patients
Yeah, but you
within
sit there
3
some
to
in that
6
box.
months.
Yeah,
Then
there's
give me those to put for next time.
these.
Put them in that lid.
Is there ever
Oh, yeah, like a
blurring of the
lock-up.
lines
Put it in
between
the box and
evaluator
scoot it
therapist?
over.
There should not be. In fact, the guidelines suggest that if you are taking the role of an evaluator, you should not be the therapist.
He should have wore
At the
hair
same
piece.
time, or sometimes, depending upon the way the rules are written in a particular state, never. But there are extenuating circumstances that may
You can
require
hear
that
the
to
anxiety
change.
in that poor
If
guy's
you're doing
voice.
clinical therapy, then you would not be an unbiased
6, 7, and
evaluator,
18.
and therefore
6,
you should
7,
not
what?
Important testimony
6
taking
and
place
7.
inside the
So can I
courtroom.
put
Pick
some
it up
of
on the
these
other side of this
Avon
break, and make sure
fashion and
you
jewelry
tune
and stuff
into
as well?
HLN after dark tonight, the HLN
Or do you want me to
TV,
sign them off?
10 p.m. to break
Anything that
down
has
the day
7
in
and 8
in
on
court,
it, we can
all
use
in
again.
front of the
Okay.
live
If it only
studio
says
jury.
6,
Tonight's
we
bold
have to have it
accusation.
now.
Jody shows no remorse. She said she loves him, but some of her behavior during the interrogation and on the stand, a little bizarre. You think she's remorseful or cold-blooded? You can be the judge right along with our live
Alright, Pips, I better stop this now.
in-studio jury.
Love you guys. It's Bring Your Fans to Work Day. Hello.
Right here.
Love you guys.